My name is Leo Connors, and welcome to The Ring and All Other Sports. Tonight, I got two special guests, two good friends and good traveling partners, Damon Farrar, Dave Fournier. What's up, guys?
How's it going, Leo?
It's going good, man. Long time no see.
Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, we got back around, Dave got back around 6, right?
Yeah,
around
about
there,
6,
I got back around 6:30, so you must have been close
About
to 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went to the Gathering, which is a wrestling convention in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's a blast. A blast. Damon brought the itinerary. Is that how you say it?
Everything except Sunday, but
Yeah.
Sunday was kind of
so
abbreviated.
when we got there, we actually left a day earlier than we did last year, so we would be there on Thursday already.
Yeah, well, we got there Wednesday. So
Yeah, that was a great
to relax
idea.
the night before. And,
Yeah. I think that was a great idea.
Yeah, I doing that next year.
And then when we got there, we got we went to registration, and then there was a lot. Registration from 2 to 6, and then there was a live Q&A from 4 to 5 with a mystery guest speaker. You want to tell us who it was?
Steve Kern. Yeah, from the Fabulous Ones, and also Skinner.
Yes.
Also one of the Doinks.
Yes.
So
It was
and
good, huh?
very well spoken. Yeah, he
What did you think about that, Dave?
Wasn't who I was expecting. I was totally thinking.
I thought it was going to be Devon, because remember they were telling us they pushed it back and all that.
Yeah,
so.
I was thinking Devon as well.
Yeah, at one point they said it was moved up an hour, then it was moved back to the regular time. So
Yeah. But it was fun, and Steve Kerr told some great stories. His father was a prisoner of war.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing a shoot interview with him where he's coming home and all these army vehicles are in his house, and he's like, what's going on? And there's Dad was sitting at the kitchen table. They thought he was dead. They said he was dead.
Wow.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's amazing stuff he said.
Yeah. And then at 6 o'clock, we had the barbecue,
Yeah.
which was fantastic.
Yeah, food was good.
We had B. Brian Blair,
B. Brian Blair sat with us, yeah.
and that was really cool. And he's coming off a...
Had some good stories.
he had some great stories. He's just coming off back surgery. So
Yeah. And that scar was all down his back from like the bottom of his neck
I know, he could barely move. He's
Yeah.
like had to turn slow. And
all the way to his almost his butt crack. And we didn't have to see that, though. That was a good thing.
Yeah,
We
it was
didn't
good.
see his butt crack. But then there was a great Q&A with Larry Zbyszko,
yeah.
where I actually learned something.
Okay.
It was Larry's idea to turn on Bruno.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said that right there. He goes, when I went to them with this idea, and I never knew that.
Also, it was Larry's idea for Scott Hall to come in through the crowd.
Yes, for
When the NWO started,
Yeah, wow, that is true. You're right. That was really cool. Larry Zbyszko's got a great mind for the business.
Yeah.
And he was a good commentator, too. He only did it for a couple of years, because then the company went out of business.
It saved him, too, as far as like injury-wise.
Yeah. I mean, and he's still walking a little gingerly.
That was from golf, though, according to him.
Yes. Yeah, he does love golf. But he looked good. Everybody looked really good, except for
Brett Sawyer.
Brett Sawyer, who looked like he was on crack or meth.
The town drunk.
Yeah, it was bad. It really
I know what it was.
Sad, too.
Sad.
Yeah.
And
You know
then
what I mean?
Kevin Sullivan, who wasn't.
Yeah,
doing so
Kevin
well
Sullivan
either.
wasn't doing very well either, physically.
I think he was on some like
Medication.
medications, muscle laxative meds,
Right.
stuff that made him sleepy, drowsy.
And then he must have got a couple painkillers because
I
he
felt
was
bad.
walking around fine.
Yeah.
Which is good. I'm glad.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Because I actually sat with him last year, and he was fantastic.
Yeah.
But so why don't you guys tell us about the championship wrestling from Florida Q&A, because I didn't go.
I
really didn't
I
go.
can't tell you about it either because
I went. It was a lot of fun. Bob Roop,
Yeah, that's
a great storyteller. Boy, was he talkative. I hope they bring him back next year.
He looked better than I thought he was going.
Yeah, if he had his own Q&A, I think it would be greget.
Right.
He
used to do a shooting thing too, like for Eddie Graham. You could get like $1,000 if you could last 10 minutes with Bob Roop.
Oh, wow.
And ain't nobody even came close.
They
to
all
last
spoke
that.
very highly of Eddie Graham, all 5 of them.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, great guy. I mean, he started a boys' home too for young, kids that didn't have parents and stuff like that. That's really a great thing to do. You know, and like you said, every one of them talked highly of him.
Bob Roop and Joe Briscoe did most of the talking. Well, Steve Kern talked earlier.
Right.
You know, he did his other Q&A.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he kind of held back and let them.
So who was on the panel, Damon?
On the panel was
Steve Kern,
Yep.
Bob Roop,
Yep.
Joe Briscoe, B. Brian Blair, and Kevin Sullivan.
Yes. Yeah.
They probably could have added Barry Windham, maybe, but
Yeah, it would have been cool if they had a Barry, because Barry's, he's a Florida guy too.
yeah.
You know, and it was kind of sad. I was in the vendors room. I didn't see anybody going over to Barry. You know, which is unbelievable because he's a freaking legend.
Yeah.
You know, big dude.
Well, I got my pictures. I go. I already have several autographs of Barry Windham.
Right.
Because he's been there 3 out of the 4 years.
Yeah.
So that's probably it too. There's a lot of people probably
Was he there
already
the
have his
first
autograph.
year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was there the first year, the third year, and the fourth year. He wasn't there the second year because that's my first one. I don't think I've seen him that one. Did he?
I thought he was
Or
in the
was it the
second
third?
and
Maybe.
he wasn't in the third.
Okay.
Because he wasn't there last
He
year.
was okay.
'Cause he had just come over-
And fourth.
The second one, he had just come over COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
was
could tell he was sick. He was really struggling a couple of years back.
Yeah.
He looked much better now
Right. Good.
than when he did that.
He definitely did look better, and that's Bray Wyatt's uncle.
Yeah.
You know, which is unbelievable about Bray Wyatt though. Like he comes back and he's barely done anything.
Yeah, he's like just disappeared.
It's
Might as well
ridiculous.
just let him go. I mean, it's just wasting everybody's time right now.
Exactly.
Not his fault. I'm not saying he's wasting it. Just
Right.
they don't have anything for him, it seems.
Yes.
What I think is interesting, like I said, I did attend, so I just learned. You said they all spoke highly of Mike Graham. It's kind of funny because it was just recently a TV show that did a feature on Mike Graham, Dark Side of the Ring. And they totally trashed him. So
trashed him. Yeah.
Really?
yeah,
Yeah, they didn't speak too highly of Mike. They say he had a Napoleon complex because he really was small. He was like 5'7".
Was it Mike Graham or was it Eddie Graham they spoke real highly of?
Eddie Graham, they spoke highly of. Eddie Graham.
yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't talk badly about Mike. I would imagine, right? 'Cause
remember
know
Mike
Kern
Graham.
did it.
I don't think no. I don't
Steve
remember.
Kern actually spoke highly of him because they went to high school together.
Yes.
And that's how Steve got
That's
into
right, he did
business
say
because
that.
he was best friends with Mike Graham. You know what would have been cool to have there would have been Stan Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that would have been really cool.
He had been there. He was there the first 2 years,
Yeah,
I think.
nice. Well, then the next day we all got up bright and early
Yeah.
for 8 o'clock registration, open, pick up your tickets, VIP materials, and photo ops, pro photo ops, and autographed tickets. Then at 9 o'clock to 5, the gathering for opens to VIP and general admission ticket holders, pro photos, photo ops in your own camera and Lakeview room. The first people, and I grabbed a picture with these guys. The first one was single photo ops with Denny Brown, and then a feud photo with Denny Brown and Gary Roy.
That's the one I got, the feud photo, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
That was good.
Did you get that one?
No, I just did the Denny Brown.
Yeah. Awesome though, huh? Weren't
Yeah.
they cool?
Yeah, they were both.
Denny looked a little up there in age, little around the eyes, you know what I mean?
And
But
he's not a light heavyweight anymore either.
Gary looked great.
Yeah.
Gary looked fantastic, and Denny looked good too.
No, he looked
Don't
good,
get me wrong.
but he's definitely not a light heavyweight anymore.
No,
Yeah,
no.
he's not.
Neither one of them are.
Right, neither
But
one.
of course, yeah, I'm one
You
to
know what?
talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm the last one that can say
Yeah,
anything
me
about
too,
that.
guys. Me too. But that was really cool. You know, and you could tell they were happy to be there.
Yeah.
You know, and then at 9:25 to 9:45, that's where we had the single photos with Kern, Bob Roop, and a feud photo of Kern and Roop.
Yeah.
So I only did the Kern one on that one.
Yeah, same here.
So I
kinda
did all 5 of them.
Yeah, I kind of wish I did the Bob Roop one though, because he really was.
Yeah,
He looked
oh,
fantastic because
Yeah.
I saw a picture of him a couple years ago and he did not look good. He looked so much better. So he must, in that picture that I saw, he must have been fairly ill or something, you know?
Did you do the Florida one?
Yeah, with all 5 of them.
That one I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that one.
I did that
also.
one.
Right, and that was next.
Yeah.
That was next. And then after that, there was from 10:15 to 10:35, the single photos with B. Brian Blair, Jumpin' Jim Brunzell, and the tag photo with the Killer Bees. And
Yeah.
you were talking about you didn't get a mask. I would have liked to have gotten a mask.
I know.
too.
I saw them. I walked by them. I'm thinking, damn, I wish I had bought one.
Yeah, the Killer
Maybe
Bee
a couple of
mask,
them.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ended up getting the pro wrestling loot.
Yeah, and you
And
got the machine. I have the machines one.
Yes, the machine mask.
Yeah.
And that's cool. It's big. It must have been Andres.
Yeah.
It's so big on my head. I'm just kidding.
And I got the Jim Brunzell comic book, so.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, you got that.
Well, yeah, that was compliments of Mr. Brunzell. But
Yeah. And he was really nice.
How is
me.
it? Did you look at it?
I haven't really looked at it yet, no.
Yeah.
But
Did he sign it? You
Yes,
sign
he
it?
He signed it, yes. Yeah, because he showed me right away. He's like, look at this. I'm like, nice.
that's why I missed the whole Florida Q&A. I was talking to him at the time. So.
Right.
I saw him peek in.
Well, I'm going to go to my phone after because I left my notebook over there for the fan questions after. Because there's a fan question that I really want to answer now, but I won't. Okay. Because next up was one of the nicest guys in the building, Greg Gagne.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the tag team photo with the High Flyers, Jim Brunzell and Greg Gagne. Did you
I
do
did
that one?
I did the tag with the High Flyers and the Killer Bees.
Nice. And you did?
I did Greg and I did the tag team. So, yes, both.
Nice.
So I bet a lot of people got like the extra autograph of Jim Brunzell.
Right.
You know, because they're thinking them both. Yeah.
Nice. I'm getting my notebook in a minute, so sorry, guys. A little.
No worries.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Here you
There it
go.
is.
All right, well, we have him now.
He
So,
used the force.
yes. But yeah, so Greg Gagne was phenomenal.
Great
Yeah.
guy, yeah.
I must have walked by him in the hallway or the bar lobby area, and every single time he put his hand out, I'm like,
I'm Greg.
yeah, he was so cool. He really was.
He was at the first year he was there. His room was right next to mine.
Oh, no kidding.
So,
we
and-
had Kerry Morton next to us.
Yeah.
This time.
Yep.
So then after that, it was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, who did not stay long because he was needed elsewhere.
Yeah, he was on Collision that night, right?
Yes. And that was crazy.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Ricky Steamboat. I have a picture from years ago at a Ring of Honor show that he actually looks like my dad. You know what I mean? We both got he really does, and it's amazing. But then after that, after Ricky, they had the single photo ops with Jim Ross, David Crockett, and announcer's photo with Jim Ross and David Crockett.
Yeah, I did the
You did that. You did that.
Jim Ross and Crockett. Yeah, I did them both.
Yeah.
I did individually and both.
Yeah.
That was probably my highlight photo op for me.
Did you get to say anything to him, guys, or anything like? Just curious, you know.
Longtime fan. Thank you for the memories.
Right.
So later during the when I got the Jim Ross signed, I
Yeah.
got to speak to him, and I asked him to personalize it. And of course, he kind of got funny and asked me if I wanted a debit card, his debit card, or anything else while he's doing that.
Wow. Well, I will say that almost coming up. All right, hold on. Then the single photo op with Larry Zbyszko and also Larry Zbyszko and Baby Doll.
Yeah.
The perfect 10. Who has a daughter who is now at 11.
She's an 11.
She's
Samantha.
11. Samantha
Oh.
Starr, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, she is very, very attractive. I did the Larry one, which was awesome. Larry was so cool. You know, he smokes a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I did the Larry one, too.
Yeah.
And Baby Doll was going to get in the picture. I go, no, it's just Larry. She goes, oh, pardon me, jokingly. She goes, oh, excuse me. I go, that's because I have to change into my shirt. I have a shirt I got to change into. I'm going to meet you at your table and do a photo op with you.
Nice.
The combo. And she loved the shirt, too.
Yeah.
It's a family tree. It's Samantha Starr one. That's her daughter.
Right.
And it had, like, each branch had, like, Samantha, then it had, Sam Houston, Jake Roberts.
Right.
Baby Doll, Grizzly Smith.
Yeah. That's
all
cool.
her family.
Did you buy that?
Oh, I bought it in Pro Wrestling Tees a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Cool.
No, actually, a few months ago. Actually,
Nice.
I was going to say, did you notice, Damon? Oh, you didn't do the one with both of them, but you might have noticed when Baby Doll Silver, she still has that envelope on Dusty that we still don't know what's in it.
Baby Doll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still don't know what's in it. I asked her,
know.
and she said, I still can't tell you.
Right. And next up at 12:15 to 12:35, there was single photo ops with Austin Idol, Bill Dundee, who couldn't make it, and a tag team photo with Tommy Rich and Austin Idol, and then the Legends of Memphis photo op, which was canceled.
Yeah, because Jerry Lawler.
Right. Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee,
Bill
couldn't
Dundee,
be there. But I will say this. Everybody was great, but one guy was a little grumpy here and there. Austin Idol. Which kind of stunk, because I really liked Austin Idol, but every single person he had something like either negative or just joking. You know what I mean? Not in a nice way either.
Yeah.
But it was cool. It was cool to see him. That's basically what I said to everybody. Good to see him.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was pro photos with the Nasty Boys
Yeah.
and Leela Gray. Did you get that one?
I got photos with all of them at their table.
Okay.
Lila Gray and the Nasty Boys.
At the in the vendor room.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I did the Nasty Boys.
And then at 1 o'clock, we had our first 8 super ticket guys.
Yep.
And we had Jerry Briscoe, Denny Brown, Greg Gagne, Steve Kern, Bob Roop, B. Brian Blair, Jumpin' Jim Brunzell, and Larry Zabisco. That was cool.
Yeah.
You know?
I asked Jim Brunzell, I said, who's your favorite tag team partner? And he said, my wife. That's a good answer.
Smart answer.
Yeah.
Very smart answer.
And then he said at dinner that night at the banquet too.
Yeah.
But
He said his tag team is his wife?
yeah. Because I was I asked him. It was right in front of. I think it was right in front of Gagne. I don't know where he sat when we did the signing. Was he sitting with Blair or Gagne? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
But,
I don't remember.
I think it was Blair. But.
Yeah. But that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. Getting double autographs on things, you know.
Yeah.
I got some magazines signed, some 8x10s. Another magazine where none of them were in the magazine, but I just had wrestlers sign it. You know, and there's about 10, 12 signatures on there.
And if you do the math on that super ticket, it comes out, you get 2 autographs from each person. You're paying $3.50 an autograph.
Right.
Where else can you get that?
Yeah, absolutely. That's incredible. You're right. Yeah, and it's such a good time. But yeah, so going through the lines wasn't too bad on Friday.
Yeah, no.
Friday was pretty good.
Friday was pretty good, and Saturday was pretty good too.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Sunday in a little bit. But all right. So after that, the photo ops continue in the lake room at 1:25 to 1:45. Pro photos only with Brandy Lauren, Tommy Dreamer, and Frank Dusick. And I did a regular, my own camera with Tommy only. Did you guys do?
I did the pro with Tommy.
No, I have like 3 pictures with Tommy.
Right.
So
nobody
didn't
did
bother.
Brandy Lauren or Frank Dusick? No. Okay. And then at 1:50 to 2:10, single photo ops with J.J. Dillon and a tag photo of Barry Windham and J.J. Dillon.
They didn't do that because JJ wasn't there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. J.J. wasn't there. You're right. I forgot about that. From 2:15 to 2:35, we had single photos with Kerry Morton and Ricky Morton and the tag team with Ricky and Kerry. Did you guys do any of those?
I did all of those.
You did all those, yeah? That's cool. That Ricky is awesome. He still works, man. He's still a good worker.
Yeah.
You know? And then at 2:40 to 3 o'clock, single photos with Action Mike Jackson and a tag team photo with Rip Rogers and Gary Royal. I walked by Rip and bumped him real hard, and I didn't mean to. Mm-hmm. And he kind of gave me a look, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, you know? Did you guys interact with any of those guys?
I did not.
No?
Well, I went to the table because I had a combo with Rip Rogers' father.
Yeah.
The package I got for combos.
Nice.
So, yeah,
Rip Rogers, great.
I need to plan my photos better so I can get in that room and go to the table and get some photos there instead of, you know.
Yeah, so get some with the vendors people, right?
Yeah.
I hear you. And then at 4 o'clock to 5, we had another question and answer session with the Rock and Roll Express. Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, which was very good.
Yeah.
You know, would anything particular stand out in that to you guys?
I didn't stay for it, so.
Yeah. I don't even remember what Ricky. Oh, actually, he did say it. Somebody asked him what his favorite promotion he worked for. I could have sworn he said Smoky Mountain.
Nice.
I could have sworn that's what he said.
Nice. Imagine that.
Kind of surprised me.
Your favorite promotion is with Jim Cornette.
Yeah.
All right, then it's 5 o'clock, registration booth closes, and at 6:30 we had the dinner buffet, which and award ceremony. Doors opened at 6:30, and the dinner buffet began at 7. What did you guys remember about that at your table? Who'd you have at your table?
I had Brian Pillman Jr. Nice guy. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I know all 3 of us. We all sat right next to our guests.
Yes, absolutely. And Dave, who did you have?
I had the future legend, the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion, the son of Ricky Morton, Kerry Morton.
Nice. And I had Terry Reynolds.
Nice.
And you're right, we all got to sit next to me and Nate, who I didn't know was a wrestler. Whenever they said, well, make her sit there facing, and I'm like, you get that side, and I'll take this side. And then there was this creepy kid. Sorry, dude, but I'm calling you out. You were a creep. Oh, can I please stand next to her in the photo? He was practically crying. But no, I'm just kidding. But I think his name is Johnny or something, I think. But I let him stand, actually. It's all good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah. And Terry took some pictures. I asked her if I could take a selfie, and I sent it to Jizaya. And he's like, who's that? Yeah, kid. He's 16, so, I think he's liking the women.
Oh,
He liked that picture.
Absolutely.
Pillman just signed with WWE.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's going to be
Yep, so
showing
I wonder
up
if it's going to
soon.
be NXT.
Most likely.
Yeah.
I'd guess.
He's definitely a good worker.
Yeah, spitting image of his father, too.
And like I said, the award ceremony was very nice. Didn't the Glamour Girls get on it?
Yeah.
Glamour Girls.
Yeah.
Vern Gagne.
Yep.
Brian Pillman.
Brian Pillman.
Zabisco.
And Zabisco, and there was one more, I think.
There's a couple more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I really don't.
There was a few, though.
But yeah, it was cool. It lasted quite a while. I mean,
Yeah.
it lasted till like almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good. But that was Friday.
Oh, Tommy Rich. Tommy Rich was honored.
Because Ricky Morton inducted him.
Yes, that's right. And Tommy's another nice guy.
Yeah.
Dave was hanging out with him like he was hanging out with Tiger Chung Lee the year
Yeah.
before.
Actually,
New BFF.
My new BFF this year was the Raging Bull Manny Fernandez. To be honest.
He was very nice too. He really was.
After all the things I had heard about him
Yeah,
in the past,
me
like
too.
I heard he wasn't very nice, wasn't very happy. Well,
Yeah.
he was a total
He
opposite
gets
this
all
weekend.
drunk and mean.
He was drunk all weekend, and I
Yeah.
could tell he wasn't mean once.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
cool.
making friends with people that weren't even wrestling fans that were sitting at the bar that he wound up being friendly with. So
Right.
I think those stories might be exaggerated.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, then Saturday, we had 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock registration, pick up tickets, blah, 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 all that stuff. And then at 9 to 5, the gathering floor opens to VIP general admission. Ticket holders and pro photos and photo ops in the Lakeview room. From 9 to 9:20 was Tim Horner and Big Mama. I did Big Mama.
Yes.
You guys do any of them?
I did Big Mama.
Yeah. You not?
No, I had done I think 6 photos Friday. I only did like 2 on Saturday.
Right. Okay.
And 2 on Sunday.
And it was fun. And I got, like I said, I got Big Mama, and you did both?
I did just Big Mama.
Okay. And then at 9:20 to 9:40, Ray Apollo Doink the Clown in full gimmick. But they pushed that back till 12:20.
Yes, that was
So he wouldn't be sitting in the makeup all day.
because he had to go
Right.
to the super ticket stage right afterwards, so it made more sense.
Right. Absolutely. And then 9:50 to 10:10, it was Mandy Fernandez, a tag photo with Mandy and Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie
That's
Man.
one I got.
Yep. And another tag photo with Jimmy Valiant and Bugsy McGraw.
Yes, I did that one.
You did that one, yeah? I loved Bugsy McGraw as a kid.
So I got Bugsy at the table, like in the vendor
Yeah.
room. I bought his book.
Yeah.
Had him sign that, and 8x10, and I had my picture taken with a couple.
That's awesome. Yeah, he really was really cool. And then at 10:15 to 10:35, single photos with Bugsy, Rip Rogers, tag photos with Rip and Bugsy, and a tag team photo with the original Midnight Express, Randy Rose and Dennis Condrey, who was on, Dynamite. No, I think it was Dynamite. Was it Collision?
One of the shows they honored him on.
Yeah. I think he was here Saturday, but then again, it was only in South Carolina, I think. That's where
Yeah, it wasn't that far.
AEW. So I don't know if he was on
Dennis
Dynamite.
Connery's been, I think, 3 out of the 4
Yeah.
gatherings.
But I don't know, if it was on Dynamite or Collision.
One of those
One of
AEW
them.
shows.
One of them. And the FTR and CM Punk brought him out.
Nice.
Yeah. After the show was over, I think.
I'm pretty sure it was Collision because right now that's like the only show CM Punk is working.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. So it was Collision. All right. And then after that, it was 11:05 to 11:30. Single photos with Arn Anderson, group shot with the Rock and Roll Express and Tully and on. and then Arn and Brock Anderson, and then the Enforcers, Zbyszko and Anderson. Arn Anderson's been in some great tag teams. I mean, multiple tag teams. Incredible. So that was fun. Did you guys do any of those?
I did the Four Horsemen one with Barry Windham, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard.
Nice. Yeah. That's cool. And you?
I did the Four Horsemen, and I did the Rock and Roll and Tully and Arn.
Nice. Okay. And so those are great pictures.
Brock Anderson, I got him at his table.
You got him at the table.
Yeah, I did.
He looks just like his dad.
Oh, spitting image, yeah.
Well, I did his, but his is later, so we'll talk about that.
Do you think he looks more like his dad than Brian Pillman Jr. looks like his dad?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I really do.
Wow.
The body, you know what I mean?
Oh,
the
body shape, they're
too.
exact.
Same, man. Same exact body. It was
That's
crazy.
true, too. I mean, facially, I think Pillman looks more like his father.
Maybe,
but Pillman's, I think Junior's taller than Senior.
Yeah.
And a little more muscular.
Yeah.
A little more
And
muscular.
he does look just like him.
Yeah.
You know, he really does.
Arn and Brock, physically, they're big. You don't realize how
He's
big
bigger than
Arn is.
too.
Yeah, he's taller.
Yeah.
Couple inches taller.
Yep.
But they're thick. They're like, you don't realize how big they are. He's standing right next to him. It's like, whoa.
Arn is very big too. You're right.
Well, when you put Arn and Brock together, like when I saw them in the photo room standing next to each other, that's why I'd have to agree that I think he looks more like his father than Pillman does. And Pillman's the spitting image of his dad too. But
Right.
Brock looks like Arn in like 1985.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And just to throw it in there, my son looks exactly like me.
True.
All right. So then after that, 11:55 to 12:15, single pro photos with Tully Blanchard, feud photo with Magnum and Tully, and Tully and Baby Doll. So, did you guys do any of those? I didn't do any of those.
I did not do any of those.
Okay. No? Okay. So then from there at 12:20, this is when Ray Apollo came and did the full Doink gimmick. So it was Doink, Tommy Rich, single photo ops, Tommy Rich, Barbarian, a group shot of the York Foundation, and Tommy Rich, Ricky Morton, and Terry Runnels. Did you do that one? The York?
I did all of those ones.
All those, okay.
I didn't. That's when I was meeting Victoria.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then,
A.K.A. Tara.
yes. And then at 12:40 to 1 o'clock at single pro photo ops with Gail Kim, Victoria, Deonna Purrazzo, and a group photo of the TNA knockouts with Gail Kim, Victoria, and Deonna Purrazzo. Did you guys do those?
Deanna, I got her at her table.
In the vendor.
Same with Victoria. Too.
Okay, yep.
No, I did not do
Did
those.
not do any of those. Okay. And then from 1 to 3, the University Ballroom opened up for the second 8 of the Super Ticket. And this one was Big Mama, Manny Fernandez, Ray Apollo as Doink the Clown, Tommy Rich, the Barbarian, Tim Horner, and the Rock and Roll Express. Who was supposed to have JJ, but JJ obviously couldn't make it because he's ill. But that was a fun one.
Yeah. It went smooth for me, too, because mostly I just had the turnbuckle and 8x10s assigned, and one of the 8x10s had Manny Fernandez and the Rock and Roll Express on together.
Yes.
So it went quick for me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I thought it was really run well. I thought the guys that had taken the tickets and taken the pictures were phenomenal.
I was in and out in like 5 minutes.
Right, and the pro photo was somebody else that backed out.
Those guys were amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Marty, bring them back next year.
Yes.
Bring them back next year, Marty.
Yeah.
I actually went to Marty and said, Marty, if these guys don't come back, we're not coming back.
Whoa!
I wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't go that far either. But
No, I'm only.
But I know. But he was cool. That guy was
Yeah.
cool. And unfortunately, guys, someone broke into the room at night, and I don't know if the door was unlocked, and stole one of their laptops.
Yeah,
too bad.
I heard about that.
Which is horrible. And then I'm gonna say it right here, right now. I know who did it. I know who did it because I watched 2 African American guys walk into the ballroom and go 12 feet from where the laptop was, and all they did was look over there. I'm telling you, man, I think
You
it
think
was
it's
them.
them?
I really do. And they worked at the hotel.
Oh.
They worked there.
Why didn't you say something?
Because you can't prove it, Damon. You can't prove it. You know what I mean? And you guarantee you, the laptop was no longer in the building.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I really do believe it was them. And I just happened to be in the right place at the right time to see it. You know? I mean, if they would have looked any other way, I wouldn't have said that. But they literally looked to where the laptop was the day before. And I think it was to see if they had another laptop.
Yeah.
Which they did, luckily.
Yeah.
You know? But that really sucks. You either got to lock the doors, people at the hotel, or guys, you're going to have to take your stuff back to your room.
Yeah, security's, they got to tighten up on that.
Yeah, definitely, because that ain't cool.
Hopefully, with all the remodeling they're doing there, that next year there'll be cameras, more present around the hotel. That
Yeah. But like I said, I'm serious too, dude. When I say that I think it was them, I really do. I really, really do. But again, can't prove it.
Yeah.
So I didn't tell. You know what I mean? I told you guys
Right.
and other people like fans. But I'm like, there's nothing you can do. You cannot prove that they did that. You know?
Going back to the super ticket.
Yes, please.
Strategy I used this year was because when I went down early, because I would be finishing my photo ops.
Right.
Super ticket would be starting. The line would just be like so long. I just wait and go at like 2:30 when and the room would be more emptied, so you get out there, much like you did pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's smart.
Yeah, I got out of there pretty quickly too. I mean, I stood in line, but
Yeah, you're gonna wait.
but it wasn't bad. It
was
wasn't
VIP.
bad like Sunday.
Right. I'm VIP number 9, so I get in first.
Right. And just so everybody knows, it was not the people at the gathering's fault for the delay
On Sunday.
which we'll get to in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. And all right. So then the photo ops continue at 105 to 125 in a single pro photos of Brett Wasted Sawyer and Debbie Combs. Debbie Combs was very nice. I talked to her outside.
Yeah.
She was a sweetheart.
See, I got my picture taken with her at her
At the
table.
table, right? Yeah, you did that thing. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, and
remember
I had an autograph.
Dave told me, Leo, you got to go buy him from this guy. I felt bad, but hey, I mean, I'm not there to spend all my money.
No, I get it.
All right. So then at 130 to 150, single pro photos with Tommy Dreamer and Brian Pillman Jr. And I did Dreamer with my own phone.
Pillman, I got at his table.
Yeah.
And I had done Dreamer the day before when he was.
Okay. Oh, with the pro photo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
Dreamer, I have like 5 pictures with him.
Yeah, no, I got a few
didn't
with
bother.
Tommy, but he's always been so super nice to me that whenever he's around, I always get another picture.
And I got
with him,
nothing left
'cause
for him to
he's so
sign.
Cool.
So, because he signed everything.
No, I hear you. But because I told you before, he tried to hook me up with a catering job with that Impact and stuff. Nice thing, and he told me, he goes, I like to give back to people that give to me because I did a few catering jobs for him,
Absolutely.
And Tommy's a great guy. And let's see, from 155 to 215, we had the single pro photos of Brock Anderson, Kerry Morton, and the group shot of the Young Lions, which I know Dave did,
Yes.
of Kerry Morton, Brian Pillman, Jaron Fulton, and Brock Anderson.
All second generation.
Yeah. I'm surprised they did. Was Kerry in that? Yeah, he was. Yeah. Okay. But that was a good picture. I saw it.
Yeah.
You showed it to me, and it was really, really
Actually,
nice. Yeah.
Kerry would be 3rd generation because Ricky Morton's father wrestled. He said at the Q&A.
Paul Morton.
Yeah.
He was a referee.
Okay, so
Yeah, he was I don't. He might have wrestled before he became a referee.
Possible.
I don't know, but I do know that he was a referee for sure. Okay, and then at 4:30 to 5:30, we had a question and answer session on Starcade 85 with Manny Fernandez, Big Mama, the Barbarian, and Baby Doll. That was good. Manny talked a lot on this one.
I thought Big Mama talked more. Yeah.
She did talk a lot, which she probably should have been the least talkative out of them all, but
The only memory I have of her was in '86.
Yeah.
I don't remember her in '85.
And what do you remember her for?
She was just said
Come on!
they were gonna say she was getting her head shaved.
Yeah, I remember from
being
her
a bald-headed-
gigantic boobs. That's what I was trying to get to, David.
Oh, yeah.
But she was nice. I got a pro picture with her.
Sweet lady.
Sweet lady. Yeah. And she did talk, she talked quite a bit.
you know-
They all actually, no, the Barbarian didn't talk much.
Yeah, no,
He really didn't.
he didn't.
But Manny did enough. for
Even
both.
Baby Doll didn't talk that
Yeah,
much.
I know, you're right. Yeah. So it was pretty much the Q&A with Big Mama and Manny Fernandez. But Manny talked well. I mean, he had some great stories.
Magnum talked a little bit.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. I was at that one.
That was good.
Did you go to that one? I said with Damon
I was
on that one.
I was at part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then at 4 o'clock, the registration booth closes. And 6:30 to 7:45, registration booth opens to purchase. Rumble at the Hilton tickets only. And at 8 o'clock, Rumble at the Hilton live wrestling matches in the University Ballroom. The doors opened at 7:30.
This year we grabbed front row.
Yes, we did.
It was a good card.
Yeah.
Yeah, surprise at the end was nice. And, but Brock against Jaron Fulton, I like that match. You could tell Jaron has just starting out.
Yes.
And it was good that he was paired up with Brock. Brock I bet he learned a lot from Brock.
Oh, yeah, Brock's been wrestling now for 4 or 5 years, right?
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, and I think Jaron did well. I
He did.
He's
He
only
did
had a
do well.
handful of matches so far, so it's pretty new to the in-ring performing in front of.
And he throws a great drop kick.
Yeah, he does. He really does. And then, do you guys remember the second match? I don't remember the match.
Yeah, it was it Pillman and
Kerry?
Yes, the world, the World Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah. That was a good match.
That
too.
was probably, in my opinion, the best match of the night.
Yeah, work rate? Yeah, absolutely.
Then they had the tag match. It was oh god.
The Headbangers? Oh,
No, that was at the end.
Oh, yeah.
That was at the end.
I didn't know one of the teams.
It was oh my god. Drawing a blank.
Yeah.
Then the ladies match. It's Savannah Evans against Samantha Starr.
Yeah, that was a good
Maybe
match.
that was a good
That
one.
really was a good match.
And then you had Brock Garvin against Action Mike Jackson.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Action Jackson is 73 years old or 74 years old.
74,
He's amazing.
The agility when he's walking the ropes around the ring.
Yeah.
And he's in phenomenal shape.
Yeah.
You know? And a great worker and a great person. He actually held a mass Sunday morning.
Yes.
So that was real cool. And then they had karaoke from 11 to 2. And I
before
was going to try to do it.
You skipped the Headbangers and who they
The main event.
Oh, yes.
It was supposed to be the Headbangers against the Rock and Roll Express, but Robert Gibson had surgery recently, so he pulled out. So who was Ricky Martin's partner, Damon?
Oh, it was York Foundation member Thomas Rich.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they had Terry with
Alexandra York.
them. Alexandra York and Curtis, Mr. Hughes.
Mr. Hughes. And when that music came on, it was great.
It was a good show. It
Morton
really
was like, I didn't come alone, and I remember I was part of another great tag team. And
So funny story about that match.
Yeah.
Manny Fernandez actually told me when I see Tommy Rich to tell him this. He said, Manny said, you know why that tag team match was good? Ricky Morton was in the ring and Tommy Rich was outside.
That's funny. Tommy's wife is very nice too.
Yeah.
You know?
they had the Battle Royal.
Yeah, their battle royal. Yeah, who won the battle royal?
Kerry Morton.
Terry Morton is the Team Art champion.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it very much. We stayed for the whole thing.
I'll think of that tag match too. The one that we drew blanks on.
remember.
I'll think of it after the show's over.
Of course. All right. So then they had karaoke. Did you go down there for karaoke, Dave?
So they
I went down a little bit.
There was
I didn't.
karaoke. I think everybody's kind of mingling everywhere between the karaoke and
Right.
upstairs. So I was kind of going back and forth. April was in the karaoke room, so I was in there talking to her for a little bit. But
Yeah, me too.
no offense to anybody. I won't do it because I know I can't
Right.
sing. But some people don't get that, and they still go in there and sing.
Right. Well, we got a few fan questions about
fan
the gathering. All right. So Joe Bernards wants to know, glad you guys had a blast. What was your favorite memory of the weekend, and what would you change for subsequent years? What do you think, guys?
Oh, a few good memories. Really enjoyed the Florida Q&A.
Yeah.
It's great meeting Victoria. The dinner with Pillman.
Yeah.
Great. Everything.
And anything
Just us all hanging out. Going down there, talking wrestling on the way down.
Yeah.
Talking wrestling on the way back. It was
It's
fun.
awesome.
Yeah.
It really is. Was there anything that you'd change for subsequent
Yes.
years? Okay.
They got to figure out a way. If you notice when you go into the photo rooms.
Yes.
The sweltering hot hallway.
Right. Oh,
Going
that
in.
hallway, yeah.
Oh, God. They should let you wait inside or something.
Dave was smart. He stayed on the inside.
I know.
So I always went inside because I knew he was
when
there.
when you're outside, it's like you get in, you're all sweaty and everything, and you
Right.
photo op.
What about your favorite moment?
For me, I mean, there's a lot. Obviously, the riding down.
Yeah.
You know, that's always fun.
Right.
In the you know, ride back, still fun, but
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
It was
Absolutely.
fun. Oh, we were all tired.
just tired. But no, it still was a fun time. You know,
Yeah.
we still talked.
Do you have any
wrestling.
favorite memory?
From the weekend? I'd say the wrestling match is good. For me, I think one thing that sticks out too is like you get there, and we were even, a bunch of us were talking about this, just the fans interact. Like that first night we got there a day early, and you're just interacting with all these people that go every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know each other. Like,
Right.
and a lot of us were saying like we'd probably still go even if there were no wrestlers there. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like a wrestling family
Yeah.
outside of your own family.
Absolutely. And I actually
Seeing
reached out
everybody,
and talked
having
to
lunch
more
with them and
fans
stuff, yeah.
this year than I did last year. And it was great to meet everybody.
Meet everybody. The wrestlers are mixing and mingling with you.
Yes.
Yeah. It's good.
Well, the next question comes from someone I hope goes to the gathering. Adam Luce. Who is someone you haven't or someone you have? Who is someone you haven't or someone you have but would like to see at the gathering next year?
I'd love to see Sid Vicious there next
Yeah, I remember
year.
you telling me that.
And
Yes.
some of the I've already seen. I'd love to have Hollywood John Tatum come back.
Right.
And Bob Roop.
I would love to have Jim Cornette come back because he was there the
him
first
too.
year and I missed him.
Yeah, Jim
Yeah.
Cornette. He'll talk to you all day.
Right. And what would you change? Any changes you'd make, Dave?
I think if anything for changes is just we know why the photo ops they're still going to always overlap.
Right.
I think if they can find a way not to have that happen, it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
The running back and forth sometimes gets
Right. That definitely is tough.
I don't think I'd really change. I mean, Marty and his family do such a great job, but I can't
They
really
did.
think of anything that you could say
Right.
runs wrong. Even that's not even a complaint. That's just the way it is.
What about a favorite memory?
For me, it's just that whole. For me, it was probably hanging out with Manny Fernandez
Yeah.
over the weekend.
That's
Not
cool.
just him. I was hanging out with many people over the weekend. From Kerry Morton to the Fultons,
Right.
to fans. Met new people this year like Howie. There's so many
Howie, great kid, Howie Jackson, great kid. Very nice to meet him.
I got to make sure I say Raymond's name so he doesn't get
Yep,
upset.
Raymond. Raymond goes every year. Great guy.
Raymond.
He helped me get a couple pictures. But
We
yeah,
had lunch with him on
Yes,
Friday.
we had lunch. Yeah, we sat
that's
with
right.
Raymond
Yeah,
and a
yeah.
few
Yep.
others. Yeah,
that was Frankie Love,
Frankie
the number
Love.
one money spender.
yeah, he has me beat.
Dave Fournier, number 2 money spender.
Yeah, and then Van Robbins was number 3.
Yep, man, yeah. From Texas.
Yes.
He's a nice guy.
He's still stuck in Charlotte.
That's crazy, man. Really is.
Another moment. I don't know. I think you were there for it. I don't think you. I think you were going up. Was after the show, they were at the bar and they Rusty brought over Nate the Great.
Yeah,
They
I
presented
wasn't
him
there,
with,
but I
with
saw
the
it.
title with a title belt on behalf of the fans that everybody kind of
nice.
had talked
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that.
So it was nice. Nate, great guy. Great wrestler.
Definitely. And I met him at the table.
One of the nicest
sitting-
people you'll meet. I took video.
I
of-
took a pic with him.
Did you? Yeah. I got a picture with him and Howie.
Yeah.
He's in the middle. I took a selfie. Really cool. All right, maybe this guy will come next year. Big Ken Watson.
Can he be done?
Yes. So, were there any funny road stories heading to or from the gathering? Not really funny, I don't think. But,
Well, there was that time. No, I guess, can't say that on air.
right. But we did have a good time.
Yeah.
No, we do stay in West Virginia. No.
Yeah. Well, we did stay. That's what I didn't even bring that up when we drove down on Tuesday night. We stayed in
West Virginia.
Martinburg, West Virginia.
Best Motel 6 I've ever stayed in.
Yes. I agree.
I wouldn't say necessarily funny, but I think for me, what was when we got to Martinsburg and we went to that Burger King because we wanted to eat. We
Oh,
were
you
hungry.
gotta give them a shout out.
Yeah. And they opened
They were
up.
about to
Yes.
close. It was 9 o'clock, and they were about to close. And as we got to the door, the kid said, "Well, I can't shut the door on your faces." And I just thought, like, if that had been in this, Massachusetts,
Yeah.
like New
It
Hampshire,
would have never happened.
they
They
would
would have
"We're
locked the
closed."
door and taunted us.
Yeah.
Yep.
They would've been
So shout out to Burger King.
Yes.
Very nice people
Yes.
down in West Virginia, right off of 81.
Yep.
The exit before Martinsburg. They opened back up the doors,
Yep.
let us in, got us whatever we wanted to eat, and
Yeah.
we're on our way.
It was very cool. They were very, very
McDonald's did not extend the same
me.
courtesy to Leo.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
in the lobby and they shut it down. No more orders. And I'm like, I'm the only one standing there without an order.
Yeah.
They didn't seem like.
And
a very
before that, the
organized
girl
kid.
came over to me, right? And she says, I'll be with you in a minute. And she kept staying on that side.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like a weasel.
Yeah.
All right.
And for the road trips too, like we had the other burger places, the Burger 21 that we went to the first night.
That was phenomenal. And we went there
That was really
Wednesday
good.
night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was, we
But
went
it
to
wasn't
the wrong place.
it was the
I
wrong
know.
one,
the wrong one.
but still a great burger.
Yeah.
So now we got to go to the right one
Next
that
year.
Raymond told us about.
Yeah.
And then and on the way home,
On the way home.
it's Smiley's.
You guys were 100% right on that.
Was that amazing?
Yeah.
I
really
know.
was. And he-
Exit 205
Yeah.
in Virginia,
Nice.
then-
off of 81.
Yeah. Got some jello shots
Yeah,
for the
telling him,
ride.
tell him about. He doesn't
Well, I
tell him
couldn't.
about
I
the
drove.
ride. Yeah, Damon was driving.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed. He remember he said if we take him, he doesn't know about it.
Right. He was a cool kid. That was
kid.
definitely a good waiter.
Yeah.
I gave him a nice tip, too.
Yeah.
Nice.
I really did. All right. April Wolverton. April, we love you.
Hi, April.
April, that was a great picture I took of you and Mark sitting in the audience. By the way,
Nice. At the show.
Yes, at the wrestling show.
All right. If you could only have one talent from this year return next year, who would it be? I got one.
On the super ticket or just whoever was
Any.
there?
I think she said any. If you could only have one talent from this year return next year, who would it be? I'm gonna say it. Greg Gagne. He was nice.
Yeah.
He was super nice.
I was kind of thinking Bob Roop.
There you go.
I'd say Raging Bull.
Raging Bull. Nice. All right. Thank you for the question, April. Andy Miller wants to know, who are the friendliest wrestlers you met at the gathering, and were there any wrestlers there not so friendly?
Well, we'll say the one that wasn't. Austin Idol.
Austin Idol was kind of a douche.
Yeah.
Kind of. He was. I'm not going to...
Everybody else was really nice.
Everyone was super nice. Everyone.
Terry Reynolds, Ricky Morton. I mean, Bobby Fulton.
Yeah.
I did my strut with Bobby Fulton. That was probably my favorite memory.
You did.
You know?
Yep.
And Jaron Fulton said my strut is better than any of them.
Nice.
I was like, wow.
Jaron's a good kid, though. He
Yeah, he
really
is.
was. Was he there last year, Jaron?
He was
don't
there,
remember.
but he wasn't wrestling yet, so I
Right,
think
he was
kind of
still too
more in
young.
the shadow. Yeah.
He's going to be good. Yeah. He's going to be good.
He did throw a great drop kick, though.
Yeah.
100%
You can
right.
tell he's like what he said, only a couple matches, but
Yeah.
I'd say
he's going to be good.
For me, the friendliest would be the Mortons. They're just super
Yeah.
interactive with the fans.
Yeah.
Brian Blair was super nice. And
Yep.
And as far as I didn't interact with Austin Idol, so I had a picture with him. It was
Right.
in and out,
Real quick.
So I can't say, but
Right.
obviously when you guys are saying, I know because you guys wouldn't be saying. If
Yeah,
he
we
wasn't
wouldn't bash him if
Yeah.
he didn't deserve it. I mean,
Slick was fun to meet.
Slick
Dr.
was
Style.
really cool. I took a picture
you know?
with Slick.
Yeah, me too. And autograph.
Yeah, and I got a picture with Missy Hyatt and the Glamour Girls.
Yeah,
too.
the Glamour Girls, I did too.
Fantastic.
They're wicked nice too. Judy Martin was a
told
sweetheart.
I told them, I said, I had a picture with you
And
last
Leilani
year. I
Kai.
had to get another picture with you.
I told them
Yeah.
both I had the biggest crush on both of them when I was
Yeah.
like 18, 17 years old, 16.
Yeah.
Well, 1988 was. You know, 35.
Judy Martin was great in Leilani Kai, and I got to tell Leilani that my youngest daughter's cousin had a
16
baby
was.
named, and they named her Leilani. And she's like, I always thought that name was so beautiful. Because it is. It is a beautiful name. All right. This one's for you, Damon. J.P. Griffin.
Oh, boy.
Damon has quite the T-shirt collection.
Thank you.
Are there a favorite shirt?
I got a few favorites.
Yeah. What are they?
Yeah.
Don't mind me asking.
So, I got my Wrecking Ball Wreck-It Ralph one. That's a
Oh,
good
nice.
one. Couple different Malonis ones.
Yeah.
They're good.
The Mastodon one is really good.
Mastodon one.
I like that
I like the
one a
original
lot.
one too, with
you?
it's just got the logo like the
Yeah.
King logo type thing.
I got one of the
And
brawlers.
I'm a pinhead one too.
Right?
Like that.
Yeah, I got one with the brawlers, and it's
The Care Bear one.
yes, the
Yeah.
Care Bear one. It's so
Yeah,
cool.
look at that one.
You know.
Couple
Also,
Anthony Green ones I like.
yeah. Also, he wants to know also a rough estimation on the total number and how many you have not, and how many have you not won?
I have over 1,000. I have a few that I haven't won yet.
Yeah.
Because they were delivered recently from
Yeah.
Pro Wrestling Tees.
Right.
So I haven't And then a couple of them, I'm waiting to go to a show where they're wrestling at, so I can wear it. So,
Nice.
so it's probably maybe a dozen that I haven't worn.
Right. Well, I jumped into the fan question just so we could finish them, but now let's finish up on the gathering. Sunday. Got up, right?
Yep.
Had breakfast in that
Had breakfast, yeah.
in the executive.
We had the executive
lounge.
lounge. Yeah, so our breakfast was free.
Yeah, drinking cappuccinos all weekend.
Yeah, yeah. Thank
That
you for
was
teaching
cool.
me how to make
no
those.
problem.
I think next year I'm going to stay on that floor. I'm going to pay the extra.
Yeah, because your breakfast is free.
Because
Yeah.
if breakfast is free, it's going to save money right there.
Saves money immediately.
Yeah, but it's the
You said
same
you
thing.
spent $25 on
couple
breakfast.
times,
I
yeah.
know.
It's the same thing every day, though. It's scrambled eggs, bacon, and home fries.
That's the same thing downstairs.
And yogurts.
And some fruit.
But you know what? That's the same thing downstairs, and you pay $19 for it.
Right.
Yeah, but you
I
get
hear
pancakes. So
Yeah, you got pancakes over there.
And
Yeah,
French
but I don't.
toast.
But I don't eat pancakes, so it doesn't even matter to me.
Oh, see, I do.
Right.
But-
Yeah. Oh, I
But,
love pancakes, man.
Yeah.
They're great.
Because trying to find you guys in the morning, it's not always.
Oh,
we don't know when
yeah.
everybody's getting up or
Yeah. Well, every time I got up in the morning, Damon was in the shower and I had to go to the bathroom so bad I had to get dressed and run downstairs. One time I was even like holding it. I mean, yes, I was holding it, but I was like legitimately holding it. Because I really had to go. But all right, so Sunday they had the last few the old WWE people you were
Yes.
saying,
Yeah,
right?
the Attitude Era.
The
Yep.
Attitude Era.
It was the Headbangers, Kurt Angle, Terry Runnels, Ahmed Johnson, The Godfather, Gangrel, and Maven.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh,
You wouldn't-
well, I was held up a little bit.
Yes, Terry Runnels likes to gab, and she likes to gab with everyone. She likes to gab with people across the room, and she gets out of her chair and runs over to the Headbangers when she's supposed to be signing autographs.
We love her.
Yes, we
She's
absolutely
awesome.
love her. Yep.
But I've always said, now I add her to the list. Terry Runnels,
Yeah.
Ricky Morton,
Yeah.
and John Nord should never be super ticket guests. They need to be at the vendor tables.
Or by themselves
Yeah.
in a room.
Yeah.
Nobody else in the room.
Yes. Because they talk, and hold up the line. Everybody's waiting to get things
Kurt
signed.
Angle, I heard, even said something to Terry. Like,
Yeah, he did.
he did.
He did. And don't get me wrong, they're nice.
Yeah, she was a sweetheart. We're not saying anything bad about
They're
her.
perfect for the fans as far as interactive.
Yes, 100%.
So they're better suited for being out on the floor.
Yeah.
Out on the the vendor areas
Yeah.
and stuff. That way they can interact with everybody.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be perfect for them.
Terry interacted with us
Yeah,
at the
oh,
table
she's
so
awesome.
much, man. She talked to every one of us. You know, she didn't. Leave anybody out. She was so cool.
In fact, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, just because he's talking about the dinner banquet again.
Yeah.
We had this family with these two kids, and just, I just was impressed. Like, those kids, they enjoy themselves.
Yes.
The girl does an interview online.
Oh, Ruby.
And Ricky Morton did an interview. Kerry Morton did an interview for her the next day after sitting at the table with her, and he just took
That's
care of
cool.
he took care of those kids and made sure they had a good time. And his dad taught him, proper respect.
I met her, and I met Nick, and he's like, "This is Ruby. She interviews wrestlers," and I'm like, "Ruby, I interview wrestlers. That's so cool.
That's awesome.
And she's only like 5 or 6.
Wow.
So that's really
Yeah,
cool.
and her dad manages it, so he's careful with
Yeah.
so he can watch it and
Right.
make sure everything's no creepy people. That's
No, there really wasn't. That kid was just kind of creepy, but I get it. He really did love Terry Runnels. He really did. I loved her too.
We all do.
But you know what I mean?
Oh,
I certainly wasn't going to get creepy.
No.
No, as much as like in the super ticket room, I know we say like, oh my God, they're talking too much. But on the flip side, do you want somebody that doesn't say anything at all?
No, that's true. You're right, Dave.
I do.
Yeah.
When I'm going through getting stuff
Just
signed.
to get it,
Yeah.
just to get in and out.
Just sign it.
I hear.
Nice to meet you. Move on.
Right.
Yeah. I don't chatter with them in there.
Right.
I just want to get my stuff signed and get the hell out of there.
And he's kind of right because we have plenty of time. They interact with you all weekend long,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Especially the super ticket guests. They're there usually all weekend long.
Right.
So.
Guys, we got a couple minutes left. Anything you want to talk about? Just anything you want?
Well, one of the things Terry Reynolds wrote on I had one poster, it's like a cartoonish poster,
Yeah.
comic book type poster. It's Goldust and Terry Reynolds is in it.
Right.
And I told her that I was meeting Goldust,
Right.
meeting, Dustin in a month. So she goes, I'm going to write a separate message up top to him.
Yeah.
Or something. And she goes, I go, it's not going to get me punched, is it? And she goes, no. And she wrote like this
Something sweet.
with signature. And it said like Pops and Dad or something. I don't know.
That's cool.
Or something. Or
nice.
Hey Dad, Pops, and then something.
Well, it's nice that they, they're not together. They can still get along. They have, they have a daughter together. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But so I'm excited to go again next year.
Oh, yeah.
And I have no idea who's going to be there, but I can't wait.
As soon as it's on sale, as soon as they go on sale, I'm buying.
Yep.
Immediately, and I'll book my room right after, and I'll probably prepay for the Hertz rent-a-car again. I'll do a minivan again.
It was a lot of fun, guys.
For me, I just want to take time to thank Marty, Lisa, Rosemary, Samantha, Danielle. I'm probably forgetting a couple of people. Tommy. How could I forget Tommy?
Every one of them.
Right.
They were
thank
super.
you guys.
They work so hard all weekend,
Yes.
but they're also super nice people.
Yeah.
Some of the nicest people you can meet. They put up with me all weekend.
Right.
After the shows were over, I got to thank Rusty, who made sure I got upstairs at the end of the night with no problems.
Yep.
I
was going to leave that alone, Dave.
You know what? Marty's the one who said it to me best. He said, as long as you're having fun, you didn't hurt anybody, you're all good.
Exactly. You're right. And you did not hurt anyone. No, and just yourself.
Yeah. Well,
With a headache maybe the next morning.
They would always laugh because I'd be, one of the last ones to go upstairs, but then I'd be the first one down at the the registration desk in the morning.
Yeah. Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I slept till almost 8 o'clock at least every day. Pretty close.
I got up a little earlier than that.
It was so much fun, guys. I can't wait to go next
Can't wait
year.
for
again
next
next
year.
year.
And
I really
many
do.
years
And we
beyond
want to
that.
add, me, Rob Aslan, Travis Farrar, Joe Madruga, Walter.
Ken Watson.
Yep.
Come on. Come with
guys.
us.
It's
Next
fun.
year.
Tony, why did you weren't there this year?
Yeah.
Come on, Tony. You got to be there next year.
Pat Dillon, they could use the UFO table down there.
Absolutely. And I was gonna say
Bill Bullock, they could use a zombie hideout table down there.
Yeah, why not?
Jim Burgoyne, hopefully you're coming back next year.
Yeah, I think Jim will come back
Oh, yeah.
next year. But it was so much fun, guys. I literally had a blast. Going with you guys is so much fun.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for being such great friends and great travel partners.
Right back at both of you.
What's that?
Right back at both of you.
Thanks, brother. Damon, thank you.
Fun.
Leo,
Dave,
thank you.
thank you.
Damon.
It was fun.
And we're out. Peace. Hi, guys. I hope you're enjoying the show. Listen, I could use a little help to grow my YouTube channel. So if you could please like, share, and subscribe. That's most importantly, subscribe. Send me a direct message, and I'll give you a shout out here on the show. My YouTube channel is real simple. It's just my name, Leo Connors. Thanks in advance. Peace.